been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
What a counter!
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet tune. Did you happen to notice that Cena held the WWE and United States title?
It's his turn to enter the match. I hope he knows what he's getting into.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. There's the reversal. His opponent telegraphed that one. You know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is, but I think he's overrated. It takes more than black lights and some dry ice to impress me.
And how about going 14-0 at WrestleMania, King? How about being a 4-time WWE champion? Does that impress you?
Now, come on, JR. I'm not saying that the dead man doesn't have one or two impressive achievements to his name. I just think he's taken too seriously for a grown man who dresses like it's Halloween every day.
One or two? There's a reason they call him the Phenom, King. He's been one...
Oh my gosh, another one? Is it time already? Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tank.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. So, oh boy, this looks like an all-or-nothing move.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless them. It's like he read his opponent's mind.
He's climbing up. Here comes another competitor. This is turning into a real slobber knocker.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely... Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to... Time for another superstar to join the match.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
He covered that one perfectly.
The very sight of King makes my blood run cold. What an inhuman monster he is.
You say monster like it's a bad thing, JR. But everyone loves a monster, whether they want to admit it or not. Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman never go out of style.
Well, there's a big difference between between seeing a monster in a movie and knowing that a real-life monster like Kane is walking the earth.
Boy, this John Cena is his own. He's going up, JR. This could be big. He's going for the pin.
And it's been reversed. Is there any These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better...
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game,
this could be a pinfall. I don't even know if you can use the word monster to describe Kane anymore. He's become so twisted and so evil that it almost sounds like a compliment.
Kane's never going to be up for the Humanitarian of the Year award, JR. But I think that's exactly what makes him such a great superstar. He'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. And that makes for some great competition.
Oh, no! Everybody in this arena knows what's coming next! A textbook reversal there. And now a pin! This could be it! He was a split second away from a 3 count. Boy, this John Cena sure is one of the most exciting young prospects in all of WWE.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a thug. You know it. I know it. And all of these people. It makes me sick that he's allowed to be a WWE superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, King. Cena has dedicated himself to entertaining these fans, and quite...
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. The Undertaker's been in WWE for 13 years now, JR. And I think it's really starting to show here tonight.
I don't know what match you're watching, King, but the dead man looks as good tonight as when he first appeared in the WWE.
I'm not sure if it's your eyes or your brain that's shot, JR, but that's ridiculous. The Undertaker should quit now, while he can still retire with some dignity. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
That was so close to 3 he could taste it. Looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've got a little too much good Oklahoma bar. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
He slipped out of that one. Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my number one choice for a podcast partner, right?
You know what you should do, Dog Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. It could be the king and queen on commentary.
Really funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a shoulder like you all the time. What a counter that was!
This has been a great match so far. I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Well, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys. But these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. Ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. A textbook reversal. Follow up.
That was a textbook reversal. Here's the pin. 2, 3.
A textbook reversal there. I tell you, King, Sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you when you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, Tom, right? This Lashley is an absolute monster. We've seen him decimate just about every opponent he ever steps into the ring against. That's one fewer superstar in this match.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
You're not going to get him without it.
He handled that one perfectly. I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion.
Winning this one has been shattered, JR. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think you superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happening. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
There he goes. He's out of the match. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. What a counter! Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't say it. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man. I have to believe we're head and shoulders better. Look at the confidence radiating off.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. Oh my gosh. He's been eliminated from the match. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is just like a fine wine. He's only improved with age. That went nowhere.
Well, just because a bunch of people believe something, that doesn't make it right. It wouldn't be...
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
What a reversal. He saw that one coming. These superstars sure are going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H in my career.
Talk about adding insult to injury, tossed out of the ring and the match. Listen to the... Wow. He wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. He reversed it. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. Speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that sling thing anyway?
Right about the time he stopped wearing that crown, I'd say. He's not going to get caught with that one.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Well, I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you take. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. What are you saying, JR? Don't try to change the subject just because you know I'm right.
I'm a Raw man through and through, but I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't love to have a superstar like Rey Mysterio on the roster.
Why would you want to do something like that to Mysterio, JR? Everyone on Raw is at least twice his size. Then destroy him.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The game in Flair is that, yes, that's an elimination. He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
I gotta say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far. It had over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on the reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I can't believe he countered that one. Watch out. He reversed it. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And there's the elimination. How we got that, King? We've seen Rey Mysterio get in the ring with some of the biggest, meanest superstars in all of sports entertainment, and he's won more than his fair share of matches.
I love the fact that these fans always cheer so loudly for Eddie Guerrero, a superstar who doesn't even try to hide the fact that he wins his matches by lying, cheating, and stealing.
It's a Guerrero family tradition, King. He's proud of it, and it's not something that Eddie tries to hide. You know exactly what to expect when you get in the ring with Latino heat.
He took a strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King. To hurry. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. Excellent counter. What ring presence. And it's been reversed. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, Jake? It's like he read his opponent's mind. His opponent telegraphed that one.
I think he just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on this trip.
And over and out. Eliminated. There's the reversal. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. This match has the potential to be endless tight. And I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize to the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
I'm not sure
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this.
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent has got him locked out. If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR. I don't think this is going to work, JR.
The size difference is just too great.
I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious, because I know that's unlucky. Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE.
Hey, how does it feel to embarrass yourself in front of millions of fans?
Oh, would you stop it, King? He's giving it his best shot here. He's a slippery devil.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If this could kill, someone will be pushing up daisies.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
Sure. All you need is a bunch of trash cans and a kendo stick.
Bob Holly is one of the toughest human beings I have ever seen in all my years at WWE. You don't want to wind up on his bad side.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
Time to play the game. You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR.
He countered that and made it look easy.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Hell, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room and bring in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get me.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. Lashley's got all the size and strength anyone could ask for, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him the win here tonight.
That's your opinion, King, but if Lashley's career thus far has been any indication, I'd say he's got an excellent chance of victory in this match. Very few superstars have so completely dominated their opponents the way this young stud Lashley has done in his career thus far.
Yeah, and how much of that has to do with the fact that he's on SmackDown, JR? Everyone knows that the big boys play on Raw, and I'm not sure Lashley would be able to hang with our superstars. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get...
These fans love confidence in their superstars.
so the pressure's on you to win. And if you win, you're just living up to everyone's expectations. But when you lose, it's a huge upset. You almost can't win.
I wouldn't say that, Taz. Most WWE superstars know how to neutralize any size advantage. And it's still impressive whenever Big Show beats them, as I think he may well do here tonight.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
Rey Mysterio never fails to impress me, Taz. It seems like every time I see him in the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
You know, Cole, people say that Rey Mysterio is just too small or not big enough to compete and be successful in this business, and that's crazy. Just look at this guy's history. Look at the present with Rey Mysterio.
That's something that Rey has heard all his life, Taz. If he believes for a second, he never would have made it to the WWE. I think Mysterio can be competitive at any level against any opponent. He was one step ahead on that one.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
You know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask him?
Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say? It's not a...
I think he may be looking to put his opponent away here.
Oh, man. Look out below. What a huge power bomb. He's been looking for that all match, Cole. And now he's taking advantage.
What you're taking advantage is a rather generous way to put it. He's cheating, plain and simple. Nice reversal. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories of, look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
My God, how is a human body supposed to withstand that kind of impact?
Well, if you keep getting hit, looks like he's taking his opponent for a ride.
What an incredible powerbomb! He may have just broken his opponent in half. A textbook reversal.
He's got something big planned here, Cole.
He sure does. What a huge showstopper! When you talk about a man who's done it all in this business, you don't have to look any further than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is definitely a legend. He's been in this business for a very long time and has been extremely successful. But you know what? I'm not surprised that Michaels has stuck with Raw. I do doubt that he can keep up with some of the young pups we have on SmackDown.
Seriously suggesting that HBK couldn't be competitive on SmackDown. I mean, no disrespect to the SmackDown superstars, but this is Shawn Michaels we're talking about.
Hey, all I'm saying is that ever since SmackDown and Raw became separate brands, we ain't seen much of Michaels on SmackDown. You know what? You can take that any way you want.
And there's the reversal. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. He slipped out of that one.
He's just brutalizing his opponent with that table.
Well, I guess it's better to be put through a table, but not by much.
I wonder how JBL's going to try to cheat his way to victory here tonight, Taz.
You're out of line, Cole. Just broke his opponent in half.
He might break the table in half on his opponent. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum down.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. You're too proud to realize that you're in trouble. You're right. He's got his opponent by the throat.
He's got his opponent up, and what goes up must come down.
Big Show. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. There's no question why he's one of the most dominant superstars in sports entertainment.
Yeah, but you know, it's real easy to rely too heavily, pardon the pun, on that huge size advantage. And that can make you lazy. And that's something I think Big Show needs to be sensitive of.
You can't be serious. You're actually saying that size can be a disadvantage in this business? Tell me you wouldn't have loved to be Big Show size when you were an active competitor.
Hey, you know what? I did just fine being me.
Here's your winner, JBL. A superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. A guy who would just as soon sell you out as look at you.
What are you talking about, JR? That's just a nasty rumor spread by people who wanted to be in Edge's league but couldn't keep up with him.
Come on, King. You've watched Edge as much as I have. And you've seen the things he's pulled. Talk about someone whose heart is as cold as the other side of the hill.
Well, I'm sorry you've decided to sympathize with the losers, JR. Me, I'm sticking with a winner. I'm sticking with Edge. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
He's a slippery devil. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty...
The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their
a right to say whatever they want.
I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it, King. These fans don't give a damn about it because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them either.
How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't drive into SmackDown with the way you slander him. There's the reversal. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, oh no, what's he going to do here?
Oh my gosh, what a spear! I'm surprised he didn't break his opponent in half, JR.
And now a pin. This could be it. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Well, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
And there's the cover.
That was like 2 7/8, JR. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR? He's going for it, JR!
What a spear! And we ain't talking Brittany. That'll put your lights out permanently.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. And here's the pin. It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena is just full of Edgeheads tonight. You might not hear them cheering, but that's probably because they're in awe of the fact that they're watching. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, Michael. That's cheap, plain and simple.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever feed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. Oh, boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win. He went straight for the pin. No eyes on him. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Wow, what a shot! He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. Looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go on without tapping out to this. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves. That's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try.
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are...
He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there? These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR, but if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were wishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
You sure they can afford it, JR?
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
1, 2, 3.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably...
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here.
There's some evil intentions in the eyes of that man right there.
There it is! Spear! You got to give him credit for that one, JR. I know.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2, 3.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR.
You think you know me? Here's your winner and still the WWE Champion,
superstar as loved by the fans as Rob Van Dam?
Nope, I've never had. I mean, every crowd that Van Dam performs in front of loves this guy to death, no doubt about it. No matter how he gets it done in the ring. And I guess that's great for Van Dam. I mean, you know, consider his track record.
What are you saying, Taz, that RVD can't get it done in the ring? In case you forgot, he's a former Intercontinental Champion and has held the tag team titles on Raw, SmackDown, and in ECW.
And look, I'm not taking anything away from Rob Van Dam. Trust me, Paul. If I did, that would make all the times I kicked his ass and he's...
There's the pin! Can his opponent kick out? I don't think there's any superstars on the roster who would love to have the size and strength advantage of the Big Show.
Yeah, but the thing about that is when you're the size of the Big Show, you're the odds-on favorite in every match. So the pressure's on you to win. And if you win, you're just living up to everyone's expectations. But when you lose, it's a huge upset. You almost can't win.
I wouldn't say that, Taz. Most WWE superstars know how to neutralize any size advantage. And it's still impressive whenever Big Show beats them, as I think he may well do here tonight. He was one step ahead on that one.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas. When it's into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
It's a reversal, Cole.
What's he planning on doing here?
I don't believe it. That's the biggest choke slam I've ever seen, Cole.
That reversal might start with some... He's got him covered. Wow, I thought he had the pin for sure.
This is one heck of a match, so...
And there's the pin. I think we're hearing the first...
Oh, man, I can't believe that wasn't 3. Man, this match is so good.
Oh, no. The referee is down. What's going to happen now?
Anything and everything, Cole. No ref means no rules. He dodged that bullet. You know, RVD calls himself the whole damn show, and that just gives you an idea, just a little sample how big this guy's ego is. I think he should focus his energy on winning matches and titles instead of promoting himself all the time.
If RVD's got a big ego, it's because he's earned it. As a former ECW superstar yourself, you should know what an impressive career he's led so far.
The Big Show is a big dude, all right, but I'll tell you what, I think it's kind of strange that a guy who's the longest athlete in the world has not been WWE champion more times than he has been.
What are you saying? That the Big Show isn't trying hard enough? That he doesn't have enough commitment to the... He wasted no time going for that pin.
Here's your winner,